In this video, I'm going to be showing you a few different examples of how to simplify radical expressions. The first one is square root of 100. I'm going to break that 100 into 10 times 10. And because I've got 10 times itself, that can be square rooted. And the result of square rooting 10 times 10 is that I get 10 outside the radical sign. And I'm left with nothing inside, so it goes away. So I'm looking for groups of two factors within whatever is inside that radical sign or under that radical sign. Second example I have here is square root of 128 x cubed. So the first thing I'm going to do is break up the 128 into something that has a square in it. So that's 64 times 2. And then I'm going to also break up the x cubed into something with a square. So I'm going to put x squared times x. And the elements in there that can be square rooted, that is the 64 and the x squared. Will be square rooted. And in the process, the 8, which is the result, and the single x, which is the result of square root of x squared, comes out of the radical sign. And then what's left is 2 and that single x. So I was extracting the square root of 64 and the square root of x squared, and I'm leaving the 2 and the x under the radical sign since they don't have a square root that is simple. Make a note of that. Okay, the next example is 15a to the power of 8 times b, all under a radical sign, so all square rooted. 15 does not have a square as one of its factors, like 4 or 9, so I'm going to leave it as it is. A to the 8 and b, well, the a to the 8 can be square rooted, so I am going to extract the root of a to the 8, and that is a to the 8 is a to the 4 times a to the 4, so the square root is just a to the 4. So I'm going to put that out front, and I'm left with 15b still under the radical sign. That's as simple as that one can get. And one final example. I'm going to break up the 243, that's 81 times 3, and I'm going to break up m to the power of 5 into m to the 4 and m, and I will break apart n squared. Well, I'll leave it as n squared because that can be square rooted. So the elements or the factors in here that can be square rooted are the 81, the m to the 4, and the n squared. So those ones will be square rooted and extracted. So that's going to be 9m squared n out front. And under the radical sign, I still have 3n